So I asked him what is his biggest advice for someone about to get married, myself basically. And he said this funny thing. He said, whenever you offend her, say sorry. I was like, oh, obviously. He said, whenever she offends you, I was expecting him to say she'll say sorry. It was like, you say sorry. I was like, huh? It's like, whenever there's any issue, say sorry. Whenever there's no issue, say sorry. And he was just basically trying to make a point of do whatever it is that is needed to make your relationship work.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We're back again with something a little bit different, hopefully really interesting for you. So it's getting really close to our anniversary. We've got less than a month left until we've been married for an entire year. And yeah, like we've had our challenges and we've had, of course, our amazing times, and just wanted to share with you exactly what we put in place, I suppose, what we hold on to in the relationship to keep things rolling, to keep things fresh. So yeah, hopefully you find a few of these super useful. And I suppose they're things that we wish somebody shared with us early on.
big time. You know, a lot of these things people mention but very vague, or people don't exactly go into details, and it's just a case where, you know, for us, we just wish a few of these points, maybe people, you know, just went a little bit further. And yeah, disclaimer, by the way, we are not perfect in any way. A lot of what we're saying, and we're still working on it, but definitely it's been very much successful since we started doing it. So we just thought, yeah, why not try it? Especially because there's been a lot of questions as well. So we just thought we'll share it. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, guys.
So here are 5 things that have really helped us along this journey. And well, so far so good. And to be honest, like, our relationship did not start on the wedding day. It did not start when we went home. Like, it started a long time before that. So this isn't just the things that we've learned in our marriage, but things that we just set across that keep us going throughout the relationship. So yeah, we know you like this relationship tea. So here it is, and hopefully we'll start a bit of a series for you, because we're looking forward to sharing more about this part of our lives closer to our anniversary. And we will be sharing a little special surprise closer to our actual anniversary. So look out for that. And yeah, stay tuned. So tip number 1 is the grass is
in the
listen properly
in the beginning, in the beginning.
All right, let's do it again. Tip number 1 is the grass is greener where you water it. It's not greener on the other side, it's greener where you water it. And what that means is it's super important to do the work. Like, it's not like just admiring people who are doing well or whatever. Hey, her husband bought her a car. When will my husband
Where's my Lamborghini?
Yeah. Or what? What again?
Literally, there's so many things. People just like to look on the other side, but the reality of it is it comes with work. Nothing comes naturally. It's just a case of wherever you put the work in, you're going to see the fruits no matter what. It's just consistency is going to yield results as long as you keep at it, not expecting that, you know, tomorrow there's going to be some random changes, because that has affected it at several points in times where, you know, we've seen that there's been an issue. I've seen that Temwa react in a way I don't like, and then I talked to her about something, but it's just naturally, it's just, I'm thinking, yeah, this thing is going to be better because of, I watched this video and I spoke to someone and they told me, you know, once you communicate, things get better because of the person cares. And then the next time it happens, she's still doing the same thing, and now I'm getting angry. But but this person, it worked for them. Why is it not working for me? And it's no, it's not like that.
It doesn't work like that, boo. And also, it's like growing a beautiful garden. Like, it's not gonna happen in one day. Like, you have to do the work and see it progress. And remember, it's a journey. Don't rush into looking like superstars or whatever. Like, everything is working. With our issues, there's some things which we've been saying the same thing or like you just said, saying the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, I'm tired, I've said the thing. But at some point, the other person will get it, or maybe they won't, and that's okay too.
It's fine, it's fine. You need to learn compromise. I remember vividly one thing my brother said to me. I don't like telling her this, but on my stag do, we met, and then my brother, I asked him, because he's been married for longer than I have, so I asked him what is his biggest advice for someone about to get married, myself basically. And he said this funny thing. He said, whenever you offend her, say sorry. I was like, oh, obviously. He said, whenever she offends you, I was expecting him to say she'll say sorry. I was like, you say sorry. I was like, huh? It's like, whenever there's any issue, say sorry. Whenever there's no issue, say sorry. And he was just basically trying to make a point of do whatever it is that is needed to make your relationship work. It's not a case of, oh, I said sorry because of, you know, I did the wrong thing. So this time around, since you did the wrong thing, I'm not going to say sorry. This is just a simple example. It's just trying to show you that, look, it doesn't matter. Don't put your pride ahead of your relationship. As long as you know it's something you can compromise, as long as it's going to give your family or your relationship peace or happiness, stop wasting time. It's immaturity that will make you see that this thing's going to work for you, but you're holding on to pride, you're holding on to ego. So yeah, that's one thing that I feel is key. Like, just ignore all those weird feelings and just do what, because there's no
laugh.
time.
The life is short. Like, it's better to just laugh and say, we're watering our grass.
Move.
It's alright.
Flow.
Yeah, we move.
Literally.
Yeah, get over things quickly. Yeah, so that's number one. So number two is the first year is not the hardest. I know it goes completely against everything that we were told. And it's not necessarily to say that the first year is easy, because if it depends who you are. This is the reason why we put this, because like, you can't expect your first year to be super hard. Oh yeah, getting used to living with someone, of course that's a challenge, but like, maybe you guys will do amazingly in that first year, and it's the second year where it's like
a bit more difficult.
Yeah, exactly, because the whole point of why we put this down is because life is in seasons. Marriage is in seasons. We've had our seasons within the seasons, because we've just, you know, we're almost in our second year, and lots has happened in between. There's been so many disagreements, there's been so many like just life challenges around. I mean, it's a pandemic. Who else has been
Nothing, get over it.
Who else? Who can, like, because you know how you can be like, oh, how do you, oh gosh. I mean, it's a pandemic at the moment, and most people, like, you'll compare with somebody else's journey and be like, oh, okay, their first year was like this, so, you know, maybe our first year should be like that as well. But how many people have been married in a pandemic that you can, you know, say that, okay, this is how to do life in a pandemic? You learn as you go. So yeah, that's definitely something that we've learned along the way, that, yeah, just take it easy, learn as you go. And the first year, maybe we'll have some challenges, maybe it won't, maybe this season will have some challenges, maybe it won't, but you just have to keep going. Just
always stay equipped. Don't set yourself for just certain seasons, in a sense of, do not just think, okay, first year is going to be like this, so let me, you know, prepare like this, or let me do this and that. Just generally work with the seasons, whatever way the seasons go. If you have to deal with financial issues, then be very much equipped for that. You know, don't just don't make expectation affect your relationship, because it's so dangerous. If you allow yourself to think this is going to be the problem, so let me do this and this and that, you might literally be the problem, because it's your kind of fear of that thing that is what's going to actually become the issue. And it
can make you like super lazy as well. Like, oh, I'm not gonna bother to I don't know what. I'm not gonna bother to do the work, basically, because yeah, first year is meant to be hard anyway. You should just get used to me. I'm just like this anyway, so it's all good. But no, you have to change. You have to, make it work.
All I'm just gonna say, it sounds simple, but adapting is key, because I remember I saw this video, I think we watched it recently actually, and it was just like an older couple and they were talking and they were just saying about how adapting is key, because of course the way you are going to be in the first 10 years and the way you're going to be in the next, I don't know, after 30 years is going to be completely different. So if you set yourself up thinking, okay, this is only what I'm willing to do, you're going to fail. I'm sorry to say, it has to be, you have to be ready for different things. So yeah, generally just be fully equipped. Of course, that's important. No one's saying, oh, don't think first year might be like this or that, but don't just narrow your mind. It needs to be in a way where you're expecting as much as possible and you're well equipped for that.
Precisely. And like on that note, listen to things, read books, whatever method of learning suits you. Try to find out about other people's journeys, about what to do when whatever happens, or, you know, just get advice, because it really does help to just know that some people have been there before. But it's not really spoken about, but like, you know, people have really faced crazy things, and it's good to know, okay, what does happen after this period and whatever, rather than just falling into potholes that you could have avoided. So cool. So number 3 is that although we're different, we are made for each other.
Oh God.
So much love.
Of this girl.
Because obviously, man, woman, Nigerian, Malawian, what again?
There's all the differences. Excitable, calm.
It's very straight-faced. Like, we're very different. Most couples are extremely different. Polar opposites, in fact. They say opposites attract. I think it's quite true.
It's very true in this case, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So knowing that although we're different, we're made for each other. So like my weaknesses tend to be his strengths, and then his strengths tend to be my absolute weaknesses. Just today, in fact, what happened? I went to go get a shoe. What did I get? I can't remember what I got. I went to the wardrobe. I did scatter to find my shoe. I collected my shoe. I came downstairs.
The room was upside down. She just wanted to find one shoe. And I saw that the wardrobe was just open, stuff was on the floor. Why?
I didn't notice.
But anyway, the point is, I went in there rather than coming to shout, and I'm not trying to praise myself, but
what did you do, babe? Tell me.
First couple of months, relax. First couple of months, it'll probably have been, hey, Temwa, come pick your shoe up or whatever. But
and then just sitting somewhere angry, like, this girl.
It's just unnecessary.
Has she known home training?
I don't know about home training, but it's like, there's no point. What I just did today, literally, I still told her, but it was after I'd already, like, I basically fixed everything. I closed the wardrobe, arranged the thing, took the shoe away. But it's like, after that, then I told her, look, this is not cool. It would be better if you did this. But because already, there's obviously that sense that I'm not here to criticize. I've already tried my best to fix it anyway. And I feel like the conversation went smoother because of that. As opposed to, hey, you're useless. Look, come and carry your shoe. Which is just unnecessary. Understanding the difference between both of you, because they are differences. And yeah, like we've experienced, because we've been so used to this kind of honeymoon period, you know, before the relationship started and at the start, where everything was so nice and smooth, because we as much as we're very different, we're very similar. That's the weird thing. We're very similar. So we had that kind of mindset initially that, oh, cool, you know, this girl's cool, she's very, you know, bubbly, I'm very calm, that compliments me, blah blah blah. But when you see the opposites that annoy you, and it's like, why did you do that? You can't literally cannot get your head around it. Literally, that's, you know, what was it that we saw that day when someone said the minute you feel like you want to literally throw your husband or throw your wife off a cliff, that's when marriage starts. It's literally,
it's not the wedding day, no, whatever. It's literally when you feel like, I want to kill you. Like, you're really annoying. Like, well, how am I here? Like that kind of feeling. That's when you realize that, okay, the work of marriage is now starting. Literally. And it's worthwhile because, like, in seeing his strengths and seeing his weaknesses, and I believe vice versa as well, it's like we're growing, and it's that character change that we need. It's not for everything to be our way, because you're never gonna find any human being, no matter what checklist you have of the type of bae you want to marry and whatever, you're not going to find a person who doesn't have their difficulties. They might even have a closet with skeletons inside. Relax. Not your one.
Relax.
Not your bae.
Not your bae, please.
But you have to be careful, because some of these glamorous looking. Have you seen You on Netflix?
Oh.
He's a very nice gentleman. Very nice somebody.
Serial killer.
But he's a serial killer. We knew it all along.
Relax.
Our friends did. Sorry. Our friends did not. Our friends did not see it coming.
Okay, calm down.
So be careful out there, guys. Be careful. Have discernment. Be careful. So the next one is have a shared purpose.
Yep.
Cannot speak about how important this is. Like this is like one of the main things that has been like a cornerstone in our marriage. And that is because love is good. Love is nice.
It's nice.
It's very sweet. But you have to do things on purpose, with purpose, you know, like, because that drives you. It makes you go forward. It makes you go faster. It makes you do things when you don't feel like doing it. Because your purpose is you know, is joined. Once you have a mutual goal, it helps. Like, from a guy's perspective, I'm talking to the guys now, to be honest, and of course a bit female ladies as well, but generally one thing I notice with guys is like when there's no goal, when there's no purpose, a lot of time it even makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. For me, whenever we've had times when it's like I feel like we're not too sure what's going on, even if it was a natural stage of waiting, because there are times in life where you actually just need to relax and see exactly what it is that's going on. But it feels very uncomfortable and it's not something that is easy. You might not talk about it, but I really did feel like there was a huge burden on my shoulder. And that is why I feel like this point is so key, because it's like just knowing that, look, we are going towards this destination and being able to, you don't even have to communicate. Once you've been able to identify a shared goal, you push each other. It's like, once you wake up in the morning, you know what you're going towards, and it's so vital. It keeps you energized. It keeps you in a place where you know, okay, this is what we need to do at this point. And it's just, it feels so cool. I don't know, it feels good. I don't know about you, but it makes you feel so much better about yourselves. And for me, it's very vital. That's really true. It's so important. And to be honest, when I heard have a shared purpose before, like anything shared purpose, when it comes to being in a relationship, and also I suppose purpose when it comes to being an individual as well, it just sounds so big. It sounds quite daunting. Like, oh my gosh, I don't have a purpose, I don't have a vision for my entire life, that kind of thing. You don't need that per se. Like, you need to have goals, like, you know, always set like little goals. I think that's a practical way to look at it. And like having joint goals as a couple really help. Like kind of have like a mission, like overall, but then have goals that keep you going, because everything, you know, changes and shifts depending on what is happening in life at that time. So it's good to like kind of get your heads back together and say, right, what are we doing now?
And it doesn't even have to be, it doesn't have to be crazy serious. Like, of course, important goals are key, like family planning and things like that. But sometimes it can be just in a jovial thing. For instance, this YouTube we're doing at the moment, that was a minor goal we set for ourselves. And funnily enough, it's actually helped this relationship. We're having more chemistry in a thing that is not necessarily as serious. But when it comes to editing, although I do most of the work.
Yeah, but of course, I'm trying to jump on that, but I've been pushed off.
Oh, whatever. But to be honest though, it's like, it's nice, you know, being able to create something, create content, create videos and take pictures together and stuff like that. It's like another side to the relationship that we wouldn't naturally have done. Like, why would we be making videos normally? But now it's become something that we actually look forward to at the end of the week, having to edit it, suggest ideas, music. So it doesn't have to be all complicated, you know, when are we going to do this, buy this
So
house.
don't walk into the room to your fiance and say, what's the vision? Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Yeah, because you'll probably be like, I did that to you. Like, before we married, I was just like thinking like, oh, but we're meant to have a vision. Then we ask him what their vision is. And then he was just
like, watch one video like this and now everybody has to fix.
So please don't let us be those guys for you. It's okay. So I was like, so where are we going? And then he was like, look, we are.
The problem is I'm so straight, and it doesn't help her because she feels like something's so important, but I'm just there like, so what's my business? And it's something I'm having to work on, because that's me naturally. I'm not trying to be rude, because for her, at that point, that thing is so vital. So when I'm just like, what do you want me to do? You just came up with this 2 minutes ago, I can't answer you. She's like, she starts panicking.
I'm like, hey, we don't even have a vision. Father, why? So
You're silly.
So it's not going to come immediately. Like, it will come as goals, and at some point you'll be like, oh, okay, this is where we're going. But you don't necessarily need to have that kind of like wild vision at the start. But you should, you should definitely have a foundation to your relationship, which is like, okay, what is like, do you at least know your purpose? That kind of thing. That helps big time.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah. So don't let us be those guys. We don't want
enough.
So number 5 is marriage is not the goal. Which is a great follow-on from what we were just talking about. Because it's so important to have goals, little goals as you go along. But the overall goal is not just being in your marriage. That's that's not like for a lot of ladies who are waiting. Well, I know for the ladies, because you know.
Just talk.
Yeah, so it might feel like, oh, okay, what's happening in life now because I'm not married? Like, what's going on? And you're only 21. It's okay.
Have you even finished uni?
Have you finished uni? Have you even read that book? No. So yeah, like, it's not that because marriage is like a part of your life, like it is a vital part of your life, and it either will help you to thrive, or you have to like kind of like survive around it. God forbid it's not your portion, but like the overall goal is so far more than that. Our purpose shouldn't
just be found in marriage. Marriage in a way establish our purposes. It's like it pushes that into motion, but it's not the destination basically. When it comes to different points in life, whether it's your career, whether it's your relationship with God, you know, things like this that boost us on a daily basis. Our marriage is supposed to push us towards that, rather than, okay, now everything is for that marriage. If not, sometimes you can feel very isolated, and it can, God forbid, but it can feel like a bit of a prison in that kind of sense. Or, you know, what we're just trying to say is that marriage is just not the be and end all of it. No, it's almost shaping that. Your marriage should be, you know, pushing you. Oh, hey, have you actually done that thing you wanted to do all this time? Have you taken an hour to go pray? Have you taken time to go, you know, talk to God? Have you taken time to do this and that? That way you actually feel more comfortable in your relationship. It gives you more energy on a day-to-day basis. Yeah,
and it makes you feel like we're like working as a team. It makes you feel like you're working as a team, because you're not just doing something together, and it's like, oh, okay, I do this for you, you do this for me, and you're in your own separate corners, like doing your responsibilities. Boring, mundane. It's much better to say we have this better purpose, we have this bigger goal, and our marriage is helping us to get there. And as Christians, for us, the bigger goal is to, like, the whole goal of marriage in itself is to look like Christ and to honor him in everything that we do. So like, our marriage helps that, our marriage supports us towards that, but so do so many, you know, other areas of life, and like lots of things to plug in and be super life-giving, rather than, I am, you know, like the purpose is to marry. Now you marry and you realize that, oh, okay,
and then you're stressed on a daily basis because you're not getting what you thought it was about, and it's just long.
It's not your portion. God forbid. And then while you're on the journey to the bigger goal, friendship is super important. I think that it really helps friendship as well, because like, I have the things that I enjoy, he has the things that he enjoys, we have things that we enjoy together. Like, life is so dynamic. And I think that it's easier to enjoy that together when it's not like, okay, this was my destination, now what? That kind of thing.
100%. 100%. Yeah, it makes sense. Like, really, just to round it up, it's just, most of the points is just to literally lay it down that, you know, when it comes to marriage, number one, comparing, please do not do that. It should be, you know, based on yourselves as individuals, and your goal should not just be even defined by just your marriage alone, not at all. You know, identifying your purpose in God and actually knowing exactly what you want in life makes your marriage stronger. That's what we've found basically. So yeah, it's like, you know, we can go on and on and on. What you notice is a lot of these points are similar to points that you've heard, you know, about marriage anyway, but you have to work hard at it, no matter what it is, whether it's number 1 or number 2 or number 3, or, you know, whatever it is, you just have to make sure that you're diligent and you pay as much time and be patient, because it's not going to happen. That was my problem. It's not going to happen in one day. It's never. Don't expect, you know, this person to just come from a different kind of country and now start speaking your language, you know, fluently. No, it doesn't make sense. You have to give them time to develop. In fact, you have to nurture them to be able to actually do what. Don't forget, it's your personal expectation. It's not like it's a universal thing. Whatever you want to see in your partner generally tends to be specific to you. So yeah, that's even more reason why you have to be patient. Yeah.
Definitely. And also just what was it? It's got out of my head. And also, while you're on your way in this lovely long journey, it's important not to be people who criticize your marriage. Do not criticize your marriage. Do not criticize your partner. Even if you're not married, don't be criticizing things, because yeah, you don't want these problems. That's really true. And we're a product of our own, you know, experiences, our own journeys. And love languages are really real, because yeah. But we both have the same love languages.
Okay, that's enough, because this girl, she'll talk for the rest of the world.
Wait. No, we need to say everything.
No.
Okay. So thank you. Wait, okay. Oh, okay. Am I saying thank you? You say thank you.
Go for it.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Okay, no, I wasn't looking at the camera.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching, guys.
Oh yeah, and thank you for 10K subscribers as well.
Oh yes, we've gone over 10K. Guys. Oh, thank you so much, guys. It hasn't even been that long we've been making content.
It was a couple months ago.
Yeah, in March or something.
It's crazy. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And you know, we'll do our best to keep on the momentum as well. We love the support, and we'll definitely put our bit in for sure. For sure.
We've got more games coming up. We've got more fun things in store, especially this month. I'm really excited for the content that we're gonna create for you guys. So please stay tuned. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe. Wait, is it subscribe?
It's there.
Is it subscribe? And you'll be seeing more of us very soon. Bye.
Bye.